I decided to tell you guys 50 facts about me because I haven't made a video in a really long time and people do not want to know anything about me. But if people do want to know something about me, here's a video about me. Fact number 1, I was born on May 1st. The year you guys will find out eventually. My IRL name is Darian Frankenstein. You can go ahead and ask my mom about that one because I fucking hate my life. I have asthma. And there's been a few instances where I've almost died from asthma attacks. One specific incident, I was a little boy. I have no idea how old I was, but Jurassic Park has just come out, and I went to go see it with my family, and I almost died. I have one brother whose name is Aiden, and one sister whose name is Savannah, both of which are older than me. I have 2 dogs whose names are Buzz and Woody. Yeah. I've had to stutter basically all my life. Really, the only times I stutter are when I'm about to say something, or I'm responding to somebody. I don't know. My biggest fears are the dark and heights. Lyric and I met in grade 5. Brayden and I met in grade 7, I believe. And John and I also met in grade 5. Also, some of my best friends I met in elementary school around the same grade. I yo-yo. And I have been since about grade 6. So that makes it about 7 years. I should be, you know, a supreme pro at yo-yoing, but nope. I'm probably still the same skill set since grade 6. Really the only reason why I haven't really been focusing on learning new tricks. It's just doing the same trick over and over. That's really all I like to do with that shit. I also used to dance. I don't dance anymore though, but I probably could if I tried. But yeah, I also used to compete for some reason. I didn't tell my friends about it. I was kind of embarrassed, but I competed a couple times, and the best I ever did was 3rd. I played organized hockey for about 4 years, from 2009 to 2013. I really enjoyed hockey. It was something I wanted to do as a kid, but then when I started playing, I realized how shit my team was, and I decided to quit after 4 years of constantly losing. I probably throughout my entire playing career, I probably went like 10 and about 300, so I've been making videos for about 8 years. Sad. I've also been making YouTube videos under Colourfy for about 4. The first YouTube channel name that I ever had was the Missing Link K11. I don't know why, I just thought Link was cool, and then I went with it, and I don't know. You can probably find some of my old stuff on YouTube. I have no idea. I don't care to check. My favorite music genre is probably kill myself. I used to make music. Maybe one day I'll get back into music and release some stuff, but definitely not soon, because I'm on the brink of grabbing a sword, which my brother has, and putting it into the wall and then running face first into it. But yeah, vlog content. I am a self-taught freelance graphic designer. I started graphic designing since maybe when Colourfy started. It then turned into doing professional type stuff. I don't know, I just did a lot of stuff, and I've done billboards too, like big name billboards, you know, the big jumbotron things, and yeah, that was slightly fun. I mean, I had fun at first, but then I started to hate it, and then once I started to hate it, that's when I actually needed money. But I'm thankful that I learned that, because I now have video, graphic, and audio design under my belt, where no one will see it, because nobody will hire a fucking video, graphic, and audio designer for their fucking random manual labor job. What do I have to do for somebody to shoot me? The worst injury I've ever experienced was a skiing accident that happened in 2012. I'll make a video on this definitely, but I'll show you the scar. Boom. Yeah, it's about 2.5 inches. It cut this tendon, and this muscle to my index fingers. In about 2013, I was addicted to Slurpees. There was about like a 3-month period when I was actually addicted. I really couldn't go a day without it, and whenever I didn't have one, I don't know, I didn't feel good. Probably because of the effects of the Slurpee, but when I had the Slurpee, somehow my mind was like, oh, this is good. But yeah, that was definitely the worst time of my life. Obviously, my acne back then was a lot worse, just because of the diet I was on. But yeah, I still have acne, obviously, but that's just because life hates me and it just wants to keep throwing fucking bullets at me. And I hope one of these days it gets me in the fucking brain. I have never gone to a concert, nor do I ever want to. Do you want to know why? Because listening to music alone in my room is better than being in a super sweaty, nasty, disgusting room watching one person do one thing when I could do it all by myself in my fucking room. That sounds really bad. My original idea for Colourfy was to have all of my friends just help out with videos. Really, the idea was to get all my friends together in kind of like a game bang scenario where we're all just playing game together and just having fun. There was a point where I had Lyric, Braden, Nathan, Taylor, Zuri, Isaiah, Grim, Hazel, and May, which is 9 people, not including myself, so 10 people, all helping out with videos. There was a point in which I was happy with my content. I almost had it, but maybe one day I can do it again. Some of my IRL nicknames include that guy, this guy, that kid, and that boy. Go ahead and ask Hazel, and go ahead and ask my mom, and just and people around me, because I have no idea. I was given a name for a reason, but that doesn't matter for some reason. Maybe they should just call me No One, because no one talks to me. One of my favorite things to do is to smell Sharpies. And also this one time I got Sharpie like right here and I didn't notice, and I went out there. I don't have a favorite movie. I don't really watch any new movies. I'm extremely critical when it comes to movies and stuff, and so I really only watch the same movie over and over, or the same group of movies. Really, the first movie that I watched that was new was probably Collateral Beauty, which came out like last year or something like that. That movie is actually good. Maybe I should watch new movies. I actually enjoy cooking. That's something I would love to learn. My favorite food is chicken. I fucking love waking up in the morning, making my fucking nice little eggs, and then in the middle of the day I have my fucking chicken. My favorite sports are badminton and hockey. In high school, I was actually a bangin' ass badminton player. Bangminton. My favorite YouTube channels are Good Mythical Morning, Optic Hitch, and Chris Crusoe. I also like Smosh Game Bang. Really only Game Bang. But now that Anthony's gone, I don't really watch it anymore. Also, they stopped having Ian and Anthony in Game Bang, and I stopped watching years ago, but whatever. I cannot wear long socks at all. Although I wish I could, because they are so much cooler. Some of my biggest YouTube inspirations are Shane Dawson. Some of you OGs can probably tell from the intro that I use. BF vs GF or Prank vs Prank, which they are no longer anymore. Which sucks. Like, the original YouTube is dying, and now it's just turning into a bunch of fucking memers. I also like Nate Shot. Nate Shot is probably a big inspiration for most of us. My dream car is the Mazda RX-8. If you ever played Need for Speed Carbon, one of the first 3 cars that you can pick is the Mazda RX-8, and that's probably where it came from. My favorite video on the internet is probably Killa the COD. Fucking don't give a fuck. Who gives a fuck? My favorite video on the internet is the Killa Choo Choo Train video. If you haven't watched it, go watch it right now. My guilty pleasure YouTube videos are probably Tetris Championships. Those are so interesting to watch, and I can they're like an hour long, and I watch the entire thing without fucking moving. My guilty pleasure song is probably anything by the Chainsmokers. I used to listen to the Chainsmokers back, I have no idea, like a couple years ago. The first song I listened to, it just had come out, was Julian, Say Lulu, the Chainsmokers remix. It's a beautiful song even to this day. Fuck. One thing that I would like to learn in the future is probably magic, or card tricks. I've always been interested in card tricks and stuff like that. I know that's probably cringe, but I mean, it's cool. How did that card get over there without me touching it? Some of my biggest pet peeves are dirty nails. I just cannot even look at them. People who don't understand basic human rules, or people who can't really clean up after themselves. I guess that lands under basic human rules, but whatever. One goal in my life is to have stability, whether that's a healthy income or actually happy, but I don't know. I just want to have stability in some way. The only thing that's stable about me is probably my chair. One of my biggest dreams is probably to join Optic. I know how lame that is, but they really need to up their production team. My favorite drink is probably Pepsi, although I don't drink it a lot. Someone's calling the fucking phone. Hey, it's probably a job interview. I fucking hate life. I suffer from social anxiety and depression disorder, both of which I've had for years. It's probably at its worst right now, just because of how much I hate my life and how much I hate everybody. The first video game console I ever owned was the original Xbox, which I still have today. It still works almost perfect. It doesn't open a little bit, and it's really dusty. My favorite video games are the Pokemon series and the Call of Duty Black Ops series. The first video game I ever played, or remember playing, is Mario Kart 64, and I played it at my cousin's house, who might have actually turned into my brother. There's this whole story as to my mom almost gave me to this other lady who was going to pretend to be my mom, but my mom ended up keeping me for some reason, so my mom was just going to give me away, just like, you know, like a PlayStation, like here's a PlayStation, why didn't you want me? The first Call of Duty I ever played was Call of Duty 3. I was in a few Call of Duty teams, some competitive ones and some just regular ones. I first joined Chaos. I remember I was talking shit to the leader, and then he ended up inviting me to his team, and then he's one of the coolest guys I've ever met, and if he were to, you know, message me or something, I would definitely be one of his fucking best ass friends, because that guy was cool as shit. I then joined Lead, which was a competitive team. I then joined Air, which is where I met Nathan and Taylor, some of my best friends that I'll ever know. About a year later, I joined XGN with Nathan. We both joined as editors. Biggest regret of my life, that nothing came of that. I then joined Wrath, which was just a random commenter commenting on my videos, asking me to join their team. I joined their team, I posted 3 videos, gained 3 subs, and then nothing else came of it. I then joined Lifeless Faction, and then you can already tell what happened after that shit. I've always wanted to start a COD team. Maybe one of these days I can. I already have a team name picked out and just everything like that picked out, but maybe one of these days if I have a following. My favorite Pokemon is Gardevoir. So today's June 20th. Same day I'm gonna go record a Smash Mouth cover song All-Star. I just started a new band called Running Out of Space Through the Love with Blossoms Jumping into Stars with love in my heart. And Lyric and I are in the band. Oh shit. So you guys can see how short my hair is. This is definitely the shortest I've ever had it. In about fucking 7 years, something like that. Lyric somehow convinced me. I've decided to fuck off. You're an idiot. It's just simple fucking words. I forgot to say this in the video, but I've decided to make a Twitter for some fucking reason. If I ever do Q&As or anything like that, if I ever need some video ideas for Mr. Deep Web stuff, anything like that, I will put that in the description below. So yeah, there's my Twitter.